Welcome to Cosmetic Networks Live, where we explore the aesthetic industry from the inside out. Hi, I'm your host, Sheila Maitland, for Monday, December 16th, 2013. This is episode 55, and we have a very special guest today. Our special guest is Dr. Kenneth Williams. He is a cosmetic surgeon and specializes in hair restoration. Dr. Williams, welcome.
Hi, Sheila. Thank you for asking me to be here. It's a pleasure.
We're so glad to have you on the show. You have some really great information from the physician standpoint, but I first want to start with the interesting story that you shared in the pre-interview regarding your what inspired you to be a cosmetic physician.
Oh, absolutely. Well, basically for me, I was a person who experienced significant hair loss, and it was progressive since a young man. And so here I am in the middle of my 40s, and I've noticed the significant hair loss in pictures. And so I said to myself, this has to stop. And so at that point, that's when I decided that I was going to commit myself to hair restoration surgery because of the significant impact and what it did for me. What you may have for the viewers is a photograph of what I looked like before, and they can look from that photograph and say, he is a different person. And so that's what cosmetic hair restoration can do, is create a different person, giving a male, or actually a female too, a certain amount of confidence in having a full, thick set of hair once again.
Yes, I think that is a great story of what inspired you and brought you to this expertise and how you've so focused on it and kind of changed your practice. Is that right?
Absolutely. I was originally wanting always to be kind of the Dr. Marcus Welby, the doctor who helped people. He was, for some of our younger audience viewers, Dr. Marcus Welby is a 1970 television doctor.
I remember.
Kind of the doctor that took care of everybody, loved everybody. He wore different hats, and he did house calls. He was the pastor, he was the psychologist, he was the counselor, he was everything and everybody to his patients, just a well-loved person. And so that's kind of who I aspired to be. I thought I would be kind of doing medical missionary work. And so he is the person that I really like to have as a role model in my patient care and interaction.
That's great. That's such a great story. Share also, though, your passion and your hobbies. This is really interesting, and I just am excited for the viewers to hear.
Okay, well, it certainly has nothing to do with medicine and surgery or hair restoration or any of the cosmetic procedures that I'm involved in. But way back in 9/11, we can all remember where we were that day, that infamous day when an event happened here in America where over close to 3,000 of our fellow Americans were injured or killed in the terrorist attacks in New York City and Philadelphia and in Washington, D.C. And that really impacted me as a human being. And being at that time in private practice, I actually wanted to go and join the Army to be part of that generation that said, no, we're not going to allow anyone to come onto our homeland here and attack innocent Americans. So I actually wanted to join the military and be a special surgeon in helping out our troops and being involved. But that really wasn't too pragmatic. That was kind of the warrior spirit in me that just wanted to go help our troops and be involved in the Middle East there. So I did the next thing I could, and that was to join the Orange County Sheriff's Department Reserves. And I went through the process and went through an entire academy. So now I'm actually part-time Orange County Reserve Sheriff Deputy. And so I'm involved in police work here in Orange County.